Hello, welcome back to another camping trip from DK Adventure Co. I'm Kyle, and I am on a beautiful mountainside in the North Georgia mountains right now. It is brisk out in the low 40s today. Very nice. The view is clear, the leaves are off the trees. So this time we've got a weekend-long trip. We're doing a two-nighter. So night one, we're camping here, and then tomorrow morning we're heading off and going to explore another part of the mountains. I better go ahead and get set up now because there's only 2 or 3 hours left of sunlight around this time of year. JR and John are on the way up. They're going to meet me here, so they should be here in a couple hours. But until then, I better go ahead and get set up with the camping gear for night one. Let's get to it. All right, I've got my portion of the camp set up. Pretty basic setup tonight, really. Camp chair, small table, tent, of course. That has me working up an appetite. So I'm gonna take a load off for a little while, sit down and enjoy a snack. I think after this I might gather some kindling for the fire. Maybe we can get some coals going before the sun sets so we can get a nice warm fire going as temperatures drop tonight. Well, that was a good snack. By the way, what I didn't tell you guys yet is that this is the same exact campsite that JR and I camped in last summer in our first ever DK Adventure video. That's right, sure looks different, doesn't it, if you've seen that one? Everything was covered in green leaves. It's really worth revisiting the same spots after the seasons change to look at how nature changes and enjoy different things about different seasons. You know, you got the nice greenery in the summer, and then in the fall, in the winter, the leaves are down, but you can see better mountain views. And hey, you got benefits like no bugs, no bears, right? Pretty good. Okay, I think that'll do it on wood for now. I'll light the fire here in a bit. Don't want to light it too early because I do want to try to conserve as much wood as we can. But boy, I'm sure you can tell it's really windy. So that is going to make tonight a lot chillier. I might have to break out the extra layers earlier than I thought I would. So sun's getting lower in the sky. I don't know if it'll still be up by the time JR and John get here, but I'm just going to kick back until they do, because I'm pretty much set up. So nothing left to do now but relax. Who made it here?
What up? JR here. We just got in. We had a little separation in GPS coordinates from where we thought we were supposed to be and where we ended up. But now we're here. It's about 5:45-ish. So it's pretty cold, pretty windy, but we're here to have a great time.
Oh yeah, the wind has been going all day. It's getting colder and colder. John's here too. What's up, John?
We'll get him out. Wait, that's the wrong YouTube channel.
Do you recognize this spot, JR?
I do. It is barely recognizable, but I think I do know it.
Oh, that's cozy. And this is an upgrade over your land between the lakes.
Yeah, because that was just a fucking couple 2x6s flat. This is actually off the, like this is raised a little bit. So I'm eventually gonna rebuild it for drawers, but probably not for this vehicle once I get the Pathfinder.
It's a piece of gear that I need to get one of my own. Very nice having a mallet for these things. They will, I really like these groundhogs, but they're a little sharp and narrow, so you can definitely cut yourself if you're using a rock or something a little more primal. So invest in a mallet if you're doing these, in my opinion.
Yo, JR, I got another piece of gear that I think you need.
Ha ha ha! Banquet! Thank you for the step 2. Cheers!
Well, the end of daylight is almost here. It's sundown. So we got the fire going, and now that the rest of the crew's here, we're going to throw some more logs on and get the flames really going. Yeah, it's just going to be a chill night, just staying warm, cook some dinner here in a bit. And then the plan is tomorrow we're going to have a full day of exploring, and then hopefully find a campsite by the early afternoon so we can hang out and go on a little weekend adventure here. Ooh, fire's going.
It's roaring, it's kind of warm, but it's real windy.
It's like 15-mile-an-hour winds.
You can hear the gusts.
It is going to be a chilly one tonight, folks, but we are prepared. It's not that cold in the grand scheme of things. Plus, when I think back to Kentucky this January, everything else is sort of pales in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably about 30 degrees, and this is our first cold camp out of the year, so we're acclimating a little bit, but by the end of it, we'll be back to it. We got some ballpark franks here, and just gonna do some hot dogs for the evening and have a nice easy meal. Nothing too complex, just throw them on the skewer, cook it over the fire. Looking forward to one of these guys. Alright, so we got the hot dog cooked. It's a little roasty here. We got some pimento cheese, jalapeno. Just gonna kind of spread it out on this guy and enjoy. I did not bring mustard or anything, but got the finished product. Really warms me up by this fire, and with the wind, really hitting the spot.
Going to bed. It's cold and windy, and I'm sleeping in the truck, so I'm not going to be cold or winded. So, see you boys in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.
I think we're going to have a much rougher time of it. We will see. We will see. Hopefully our tents will protect us, but
I'm in a house. You're basically in a shack.
it's going to be a real cold night. It's way windier than we were expecting, even though it's just low 30s.
I can feel the truck moving in the wind. So when an SUV rocks, I can imagine what it's like on a softball tent.
Good morning. We made it through the night. Whew, but that was quite the night, wasn't it? What's up, JR? How's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah, it was cold, it was windy all night. Nonstop.
I think that's probably the windiest I've ever camped in.
Yeah.
The wind was raging all night long.
Yeah.
John's fired up the truck to warm up there. You could hear the wind just gusting.
Yeah.
All night.
I was listening to a little bit of a spooky podcast when I went to bed, and kind of freaked myself out a little bit. Had to change to a NASCAR race.
Oh, don't do that. I slept on and off, like, I don't know, like maybe in fits of like 45 minutes at a time, rolling over, getting comfortable. I mean, I was really warm, and the wind wasn't hitting my tent or anything, but I was getting a little freaked out hearing it up in the sky. I was like, man, is a tree about to fall on me?
Yeah.
And the fog settled over the mountain here.
We had a good sunrise about maybe 20 minutes ago when I first got out of the tent, and now it's not able to, can't really see anything now. Unfortunate.
I'm going to fire up a little breakfast and some coffee, and then I guess we'll pack it up and look at our route for the day and see what's going on. Hopefully where we head it won't be quite as windy this time. I've got some Backpackers peanut butter and banana oatmeal, nice little caramel stroopwafel, and then I'm going to make some coffee to have with that. Warm me up for the day ahead.
Well, as you can hear, it's very windy, and I actually just got a little bit of a snowflake hitting me in the face here.
These snow flurries, mountain flurries.
Mountain flurries. I guess the normal weather report probably wouldn't catch that because the weather station's not up on these mountains, but it's windy, it's colder than it's supposed to be, and it's snowing, so maybe we'll get a little extra tonight. We'll see, but we're just here packing up. Kyle's eating his breakfast. He's still got his tent and stuff.
We're good to go. Let's roll. Cue the driving montage.
Sit.
These are the headwaters of the great Chattahoochee River. Small beginnings, but it goes all the way down and becomes a major river in Georgia and Alabama, all the way to the ocean. We're at this little campground right up at the headwaters. The campground's closed, but we just stopped to take a look around as we're exploring this area. Oh, and JR's got the drone. It's still quite early in the day, and we're enjoying exploring this area. It's still pretty cold in the 40s today, but the wind is a lot better in this area than where we were this morning. Having fun exploring so far. We'll find a site, hopefully by lunchtime, and then get to it. You having fun there, pilot?
I am. It's treacherous going through these roads. It's probably ill-advised, honestly, but it's kind of fun following the vehicles. We got some picnic tables right up the road here. It's just kind of fun scouting stuff out. It's a neat little thing to do. Hopefully it adds to our videos, otherwise it's going to be really terrible footage that you'll have to sit through.
This is the new spot for the night. After several hours of searching, we were on the road for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. We almost had given up hope because there was a lot of places around the area that were surprisingly taken and surprisingly busy. But this is a super great spot. Look how wide open it is. We've got both of us parked. There's a creek here. go ahead and get set up. Oh, what you got there, JR?
Just, you know, we got into camp, and I know we haven't really set up camp yet, but sometimes you need some aids when setting up camp, so we got ourselves a Sweetwater Festive Ale. So I haven't had one of these in a few years. I got a 6-pack and had one the other night, and man, it still hits the spot after all these years. I may do a little review of this one too.
Nice, nice. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get the cooler out. I need to have a step 2 as well, in celebration of getting lucky and finding this great campsite. Camp is set up, very nice. Was it lunchtime?
Lunchtime. We're just doing
Wow.
some hot dogs. We had a lot left over from last night, so. Whoop.
Got wet wieners.
Well, as you can see, it's a very nice spot here. We're right on this creek. I'll have to look up what creek it is later. Down the creek that way, as well as that way, there are some other campsites, but they are out of sight. So we definitely got some privacy here. Huge space. You know, we could camp here with 3-4 vehicles easy. Nice fire pit. This is a nice spot. I think we really lucked out.
Just doing a little bit of exploring around the campsite. It's always fun to find a good spot with a little walk around. There's not really trails per se here, but whenever we get a creekside campsite, I like to just kind of wade around the water. It's a little too cold to be wading in the water, but I just like sitting by the creek and listening to it. What do you guys think? Should I do it? I'm gonna test it out. Fit in poorly. Think we're okay. Oh, that's not a good thing. Taking it easy. Oh yeah, that's not good. Let's get down. Well, if you saw and heard that crack, that was a little sketchy. He's gonna be really mad if I drop this thing in the water, so I'm gonna try my best to not do that. This might be a terrible idea. Okay. This is a heck of a slope here. Flattens out up here, and I think I'm going to try to leap across over there. This may be the end of my trail over there though, but we're just here for fun. Alright. Yep, we're on a slope now. Okay, that is a little bit larger of a jump than I feel comfortable doing. I could maybe do a little Ninja Warrior jump to that rock and then up there. Could be slippery. Or I just make one leap over there. Oh, this is a terrible idea. In my younger days, this would have been a lot easier. Alright, I'm feeling human. Probably a terrible idea. These are my only leggings I've got. If I had clothes to change into, I think I actually would go for it, but I don't think I'm gonna try it, especially since I already got to risk it getting back across that log, I think. So, well, this may be the end.
Yeah, I really think I can do it, but I just don't think it's worth the risk.
Sorry, guys.
We're just gonna make our way back.
Okay, it is just about 3 p.m., but it's already time for us to start cooking dinner because this one's going to take a little bit. So just like we did last year, we've got another recipe with the Dutch oven over the campfire. This time we're doing campfire chili and cornbread. I've got all the ingredients here, so I'm going to go ahead and quickly whip that up. We're doing another video with the specific recipe where I go through step by step. So if you want to learn the recipe step by step, check out that video. But I'm gonna go ahead and start whipping this up. Oh yeah, we got the beef cooking. It's looking nice. Looking good. And we have plenty of wood to keep this fire going. After the beef cooks through, we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. And this thing is gonna simmer for hours by the campfire tonight. It's going to be delicious. What do you think, JR?
I am looking forward to this. It's really got me feeling nicey.
Oh yeah, we've got all the ingredients in there and the chili's going. We're just gonna let this bad boy sit over the fire for a couple hours and simmer. It's gonna be delicious for dinner time. Oh yeah, the chili is almost done. We only have a little bit left here and then we can take it off the fire and dig in for dinner. We've just been hanging around, enjoying some drinks and some company. How's it going, guys? John, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good. I'm reading about Google having to sell Chrome.
Out in the wilderness?
Yeah, I have service.
Why are you concerned with Chrome when we're out here under nature's canopy?
Because I like Chrome.
Got myself a nice Clown Shoes pecan pie porter. Pretty tasty. Another dessert beer, so we're going a little bit of a sweet tooth today, but otherwise, having a good evening. Got some chili coming.
Ooh. Oh man, the chili is absolutely killer. And it's already getting dark. It's not even 6 o'clock, but it gets dark that time, around this time of year. So just hanging out, eating our chili, looking at the fire.
Having seconds.
Seconds, thirds, fourths. We've got a huge oven full of chili here. So this has been one of the best dinners that we've made here on DK Adventure Co.
Having a good evening. We just finished the chili. It really hit the spot and warmed us up. It's supposed to not be quite as cold tonight as it was last night. Definitely not as windy. So we're just gonna ride the night out, have a nice warm fire here, and see where it takes us. So if we don't see you later, then good evening. If so, we'll let you know what happens.
It's about bedtime.
Good morning. It's a little chilly out this morning, but we're getting up and just kind of walking around, just moseying, having a nice relaxing morning. It's not windy last night. It was in the high 30s. I think my thing said 37, so it was brisk, but with our sleeping bags and our gear, we're good.
Yeah, we burned through all the wood. Had a really nice night after that chili. Really warmed us up. Last night was a breeze compared to the night before, with the wind and the chilly and cold and all that. So a cakewalk. So chilling out. Maybe have a snack, pack up soon, but not much going on today. Just enjoying waking up in nature.
Well, that's a wrap. Thanks everybody for joining us for this trip. It was a nice couple day trip, weekend across the mountains. So thanks again for watching, and we will catch you on the next trip. This has been the DK Adventure Co. See ya.